All right, we have pushed the button. Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson. It's fantastic that you're here. Really excited to share some ideas, strategies, and tactics, some tips that you can use to grow your channel. Welcome to the live streams. And there we go. We'll go ahead and we'll turn off the volume on me. Good to see lots of people here. Here's what we're going to talk about today. How can you move forward? And let's see, am I still, it looks like I'm not getting the chat. Okay, well, we'll close up that window. Great to see a lot of you here. Really excited to share with you today how you can move forward and significantly grow your channel. And really what we're going to talk about is how you can reframe how you think about the very videos that you watch on YouTube about growth, about getting views, about the lighting, the cameras, all of it. We're really going to dial in. We're going to get into what's most important, and that will help you really get some great results. In fact, I want to show you, this is pretty exciting. Check this out. Now, I took a break from YouTube for about 6 weeks or so. And you can see the amount of views to my channel during the break. November, December, driving a pretty respectable 3,500 views a day. Amazing. So grateful that YouTube provides us that opportunity. But what happened when I came back blew my mind. I started driving really significant views. Here's a really great example. Now, if you've seen this particular video, let me know. I'd love to get your feedback, just that you've seen the video, you watched it. So I published this video, and I was absolutely, again, really blown away with the amount of views I was driving. In fact, today, this particular video hasn't really dropped below 800 views a day. One video, 800 views, and it's based on what I'm going to share with you today. If we move on and we get to this video, the thing is I'm already so grateful back here. I'm like, wow, like I publish a video on the algorithm, it's done really well, and my views are going through the roof. I just have to maintain. So like you, I'm really focused on learning, on studying, applying. And the thing I want to share with you today is gaining the skills needed to move forward. Right now, I want to invite you. To let go of the idea of tips. YouTube tips and tactics are great. If you want this, if you want these kinds of results, instead, think about those videos as skills. Skills that you can move forward with and gain to drive these kind of results. Okay. So here I am. I'm back from my break. I'm feeling so blessed, so excited, and I start scripting out and thinking about this video. It was weird because it was a video about increasing the CTR, about getting more clicks, and the video actually got 2.5 times the clicks of my previous videos. And this is what happened. I've driven over 8,200 views by really, just striving to gain those skills that I want to talk with you about today. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to talk about. Let's think about this as like a fireside chat. Now, here's what's up. I'm on a mission to share these kinds of ideas with folks just like you so we can all move forward and get really great results. And I want to move this over. I'm going to be making a video about this. What we're going to talk about today is what I call the looping strategy, the looping technique. And we're going to do Q&A, 63 people watching. Great to see you here. George, welcome. Pamela, welcome. A couple other people here. Joey, welcome. What's going on? Harley, nice to see you. Josephine, welcome. So that's the setup, right? And what I want to share with you is how to reframe the videos you watch and let go of the tips, strive to gain the skills, and really, in order to make this happen, there's just too many things. Have you ever felt like completely overwhelmed with YouTube growth? Like, how can I possibly manage to figure it all out? Well, the way that I've moved forward with everything online is to really identify the most important things and then to focus on those particular things, right? So that's what I have today. And like I said, I'm excited to really take this to the next level. I'll be uploading a video in the next few days about this. Josephine, don't make me blush. Item number 12. Let's get right into it, okay? Here's what's up. There's a lot of things that don't matter all that much. The playlist and the series and this and that and YouTube tags. But your backdrop is really, really important. And if your backdrop is messy, if it's not that great looking, if you're a gamer and you're thinking, well, I'm a gamer. Well, the thing to consider is that your backdrop is the gameplay footage you share. And what you want to do with this whole looping strategy, this looping tactic or technique, is you want to write these 12 most important things down. Have those 12 things and post them somewhere. Like, check this out, guys. Like, I'm not kidding about this stuff. You see that message right there? Clarity. I've been focused on clarity for a really long time. And that one right there, amplify your topics. Now, I'm sorry to be spinning things around here. Let's see if we can get the camera kind of back. That looks pretty good right there. So item number 12 is to do the very best you can to ensure you've got a nice looking backdrop. It matches what you want people to subscribe to you for. If you've got a DIY channel about being clean and organized and your backdrop is a mess, that's a problem. So you can go ahead and fix that. Number 11. This is really, really big. A lot of people, they feel like YouTube is saturated. Have you ever felt like this is just too challenging? It's too competitive. I don't feel like I can succeed as a YouTuber. I want to let you know, number one, you're absolutely right in that it's really competitive. It's really, really challenging. But if you reduce the competition, which is item number 11, if you focus on doing anything you can to reduce the competition, you're going to be much better off. Let me show you here. Let's jump to the desktop. And one of the things I can do is we'll come back over here. Let's open a new tab. And we'll jump on YouTube. And one of the nice things is TubeBuddy has got this cool keyword tool that can help you to reduce the competition, right? So let's close the ads. And then I'll simply click on the TubeBuddy icon. I'm going to come down to the Keyword Explorer. And what was it Apex Legends? Okay, fairly competitive. You can see here we've got an overall grading of fair. And you can see here the search volume is okay. It's fairly competitive, right? Let's think of another game. How about a game that's been out a little bit longer and is even more competitive? Thinking about people that play Minecraft or people that play Fortnite, right? And what caught my eye as I searched for that was Fortnite funny moments. And if I search for Fortnite funny moments, notice the ranking, the grading is poor. Statistically speaking, it would probably be pretty darn hard. Let me blow this up so you can see it a bit more. It would be hard to rank. But if I come in and I notice something like Fortnite funny moments 1 hour and I click that, then all of a sudden I come back and I see, well, it's not as bad as it was. Now we've got a grading of 20 out of 100. It's still poor. But my mind says, well, what if we changed the 1 and we spelled that out? What if we came in and we said this in a different way? Oh, there it is. 1 hour. Now, notice the grading is very good. The fact of the matter is this. Yeah, YouTube is complicated. It's competitive. Trying to rank is challenging. But if you open your mind to the possibility, you can definitely reduce the competition by using tools like TubeBuddy. And this keyword tool is really fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of that. Going to reduce things down a little bit. And there we go. Now I'll swing this back over. Kind of making this work with the chat. Oh, let's see, not quite. Hey, George, I said hi to you. It's good to see you, buddy. Hey, David, nice to see you too. Okay, let's keep moving forward. So our job, our goal today is to really be able to move forward, reframe the way we think about success on YouTube and to obtain the skills needed to get those results. Number 10 is keyword phrases. A lot of people are mystified by keyword phrases. A lot of people just don't think they work. They do work. If you put in Fortnite funny moments, and that's the keyword phrase you're trying to rank for, well, then you didn't follow tip number 11. You didn't reduce the competition, and the keyword probably won't help you get that great of a result. But I guarantee, beyond a shadow of a doubt, when you focus on these 12 items, you're going to get fantastic result. You know, I can't go on record as far as what the G stands for. It could be Gandalf. Stick around and one day we may get to the bottom of it. Josephine. Hey, it's great to see a lot of people here. Video call show, welcome. Nice to see you again. Josephine, welcome. Badass Mindset. Good to see you, my friend. This next one is, again, it's mission critical. Don't worry about the playlist, the series playlist. Worry about item number 9, YouTube retention. Retention is the fuel to fuel the videos and the keywords you want to rank for. Again, these are all interconnected. They're all very important, and you want to focus on these things. And remember, we're looping back. Every time we publish a video, we go back and we say, what is the weak point in my video? What do I need to improve upon? We focus on these things, and over time, this kind of thing happens. Like one day, you're just going, minding your own business. You're uploading another video about the YouTube algorithm, and boom, bam, clamp, kaboom. You get 800 views in a day, and it blows your freaking mind. You can do this. So continue to focus on these particular things, and you'll do real well. It's a lot of buttons I'm trying to push right now. Retention, again, is the fuel that powers your keyword phrases. Retention is the measurement of how long viewers watch. You can track that inside your YouTube analytics to really do your best to move forward. As far as questions, I'm going to answer questions in a little bit. So hang in there. I'm going to stay focused on this part of the presentation. Then we're going to go straight right into your Q&A, because that's how we're going to roll. All right, number 8 is the video quality. Video quality is really important today, and the fact of the matter is, if you're here and you've got a mobile device, it's good enough. It's good enough as long as you do your best to get the most out of it. So a mobile device like an iPhone or an Android is great when you give it some light. If you're shooting in a dark corner, it might not be the greatest. So really do your best to constantly improve, to the best of your ability, your camera quality. Okay? Cheers. All right, number 7. This thing is absolutely huge, and a lot of people know about it. I think a lot of you've heard about these tips and strategies, these ideas before. But when you really try to improve, it can be so powerful. Number is it 6 or 7? Number 7 is the hook. The hook is not so much what you say in the 10 seconds of the video opening up, which is what you want to do. You really want to think of a compelling idea for a video. It's not just a video about the YouTube algorithm. It's about why do some videos blow up and other videos don't blow up? Why do videos do this and that? And then that was actually the start of the video I showed you that did really well. And I had all these graphs pointing to the fact that a lot of videos blow up in different niches. That was a powerful hook. You want your hook to be compelling and to pull viewers in. Okay, so when you think of your hook, that's the beginning of your video. Don't start making a video and then think about what keyword should I think about. Instead, think about what's a really compelling idea for a video. An idea is also the hook. And then build out the entire video around that thing. And when you switch up that mindset, then you're able to dive deep, to do additional keyword research, to see what people are searching for. Really powerful. Oh, and here we go. The thumbnail, right? Remember when I showed you this, where things got really, really crazy? If you want a super easy way to get more views, well, the thing to think about is when you're able to design a thumbnail and create a title that is, again, based on a hook and based on an element that's really compelling, more people are going to click. I did that with this video, and I measure my results, and what happened was I more than doubled my typical view, or actually the click-through rate. So the click-through rate is how often people are clicking on your thumbnail, and I typically do 3 to 4%. This video that I showed you, and I've got it labeled on my Stream Deck, and the button says crazy, because when I saw the results of this video, I was like, that's crazy, right? Super, super powerful. This thumbnail has over a 7% click-through rate. And again, it's yeah, hey, Opa Gamey Boy. Yeah, hang in there, buddy. I'm sorry this isn't for you. Maybe another video on another time. Oh, I thought I was in trouble there because I remembered I was... Okay, anyway, back to the... So when I saw this, right, when I saw all these views coming in, I was like, wow, really exciting. And that's why I really encourage you to focus on your thumbnails and then measure the results. You can do that. Here's what's really cool too, right? I encourage you to watch this video if you haven't. Go to my channel. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Bodies After Babies, what's going on? Got a full crew in the house. This video really breaks down how to measure your CTR, which is very helpful because it lets you know what's working and what's not. Okay, so that is item number 6. Your thumbnail and having the ability, the skill to win the click. And it's fun. I made that video, this one, right? And I was like, here's the thing. Like, I don't think this is an awesome thumbnail. I already know it is before I even published the video because I've tested, and I've tested again using TubeBuddy, amazing tool, and that really helped me gain the skills needed to drive the results I'm after. Are you with me? Badass mindset is. Number 5 is audio. Your audio doesn't have to sound like a sound studio, but if it's too low, well, then people can't hear you and they're going to leave. That's going to hurt your watch time. It's also going to think what happens in the individual's mind, right? When they're watching your video and they can't quite hear, they lose interest and they're gone. So do your best to improve your audio. And remember, we're always looping back. We're looking at these 12 items and we're asking, what can I do to identify the weak link and improve that thing? And if it's the audio, get closer to the mic. I mean, how does this sound right now? Probably doesn't sound that good. Welcome to another video. Sorry, I had to do that. Okay. Number 4, we're really getting into the most important things. This is tying in to that hook I mentioned. This really ties in to that compelling element, right? And what it is the topic. You want to choose a topic that the audience you want to connect with are really excited about. When you look at your videos and you see views, I don't just see views. I think about, are these people that I'm targeting? I really want to be able to connect with YouTubers that are ready to learn the skills needed, the stuff I'm sharing right now, to be able to move forward. That's my target audience. If you're a gamer, maybe you love Minecraft, then your target audience isn't players of PUBG or Fortnite. Your target audience is those that love Minecraft. The more specific you can get with your target audience, the more you can really dial it in with the topic that they're going to be interested in. Topic is so very important. Hey, lovely kid, Japan, good to see you. All the cool kids are in the house. Great to see all of you. And we're going to move on now. We're in the top 3. The video title is absolutely mission critical. How you format your video title is really, really important. I want to do this. I'm going to head back to my desktop. I've got all these things, all these different windows, and I want to show you what I consider to be a really great way to title your videos. Let's go ahead and search for how to get more views on YouTube. And then we'll select 2019. And this right here, how to get more views on YouTube dash in 3 minutes. This is pretty much how I format my titles. And notice that Video Influencers does the same thing. The search term comes first. Notice how to get more views on YouTube. That's what the search term is I'm targeting. And I've begun my video title with that. And what I did, instead of like 5 pro tips, to me that doesn't sound as compelling as in 3 minutes. And my analytical data, the CTR data, confirms that that was a good particular keyword phrase. I'm curious to see how this video does when it lands in the next few days. So it's done really fantastic to this point. So again, really great way to format your title. Begin with the keyword phrase, add a compelling element, and you will do very well. So let's do this. Let's pull this back kind of over here so I can see the chat. And then let's go, how do you like that desktop? Looks pretty well organized to me. Doesn't take Stevie Wonder to see that. Okay, so try to configure all my live stream boxes. Excellent. Calm Effects says, very helpful. Susie's channel, what's going on, Susie? Welcome to good to see you. Justin, hello, welcome. Sam, good to see you as well. So that is item number 3. The video title. It's really, really, it's really, really important. Item number 2 is without question the most important thing, but yet it's number 2. You'll understand why as we get on to number 1. Number 2 is your delivery on camera, your ability to communicate clearly and also be compelling and engaging and entertaining, and that can be intimidating. But what I know beyond a shadow of a doubt is if you write down these 12 items, these are, again, the most important things, and then you revisit these again and again, and you ask yourself, what can I improve on? Every time you make a video, you can say, I'm also going to work on my delivery because it's the most important thing. And I can guarantee, even if you're a little nervous, if you're intimidated about putting yourself out there, if you do that and you continue to publish and you focus on your delivery, you'll get better, and that will allow you to get the results that you're after. Remember, it's those skills that we're talking about today that allow you to drive the views you're after and so on. And the number one thing is realizing that the success you want will be found in your next video. Nobody shows up and has incredible YouTuber skills on day one. You can't publish 10 videos and expect yourself to have the same kind of skill set that PewDiePie does. You can't expect yourself to have the same confidence and comfortableness, if that's a word, while you're on camera as someone that's published 200-300 videos. So if you always think about item number one is success will be found in your next video, and you keep showing up, you will be able to dramatically improve all the things that matter the most, and you're going to have really exciting results, right? Like being able to drive 8,000 views on a daily basis, being able to publish a video that drives 800 views on a daily basis, and being able to publish that one video that gets over 8,000 views in not even 24 hours. So I hope you found that to be helpful. I really love encouraging and sharing what works. That's the whole premise of my being on YouTube. It's to figure out how to get the results that I've just shared with you. And it's so exciting for me right now. Like literally my channel continues to grow because of focusing on the skills. The thing that I see so often is so many YouTubers, they're almost blinded by wanting the views. They ask, how can I get views? And I'm like, brother, sister, I'm breaking it down. Watch the video. Pay attention to what's most important. Learn to, instead of thinking of YouTube tips as tips, translate that into YouTube skills that I got to get in order to move forward and drive some serious, badass results with my YouTube channel. So, you know, that's why I'm here. And it's been so exciting and so fun to do this YouTube thing. And I wanted to let you know that you can do it. All right, so we've got about 30 minutes or so. Do you ever do channel reviews? Once in a while, I do channel reviews on my channel, and that'll happen at some point in the future. I've been real busy with a coaching program and YouTube membership and all of those things, but once in a while on Friday, I do channel reviews, so that's pretty cool right there. Now, if you have a question, Andrew, amazing filmmaker himself, has got a lovely little Google document that you can access. He'll drop it in the chat right now. And if you want to leave a question, let's see here. Responses. There's only one response. And do me a favor, just try to get straight to the point. So I have a mild cerebral palsy. I love creating videos. It seems I'm technically challenged. Okay, so we have a question that's from someone who has a disability, and they're wondering, is it impacting their results? They've done all the things. And quite frankly, this is a question I get all the time. Listen, if you want to get results to your channel, then what I'm going to share is super, super important. Here's what it is. If you think that you've done all the things, there's nowhere to go. You can't improve that which is perfect. So I would encourage you, instead of saying everything has been done, I'm totally struggling, I can't seem to make it work, I encourage you to really think about what I just shared in this live stream and ask yourself what you can improve. The thing we have to be is objective. Now, my friend, you've got a disability. My heart goes out to you. But that doesn't mean you're defeated, and it doesn't mean you can't move forward. Like, honestly, like people talk about my hair and it's like it's going away. It's like falling out of my head on the off of my head. And, it's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm going to keep making videos no matter what. And I'm glad I'm saying that right now because, if that day happens, I don't want to stop, and I'm not going to stop. So I would encourage you to find the inner strength and to move forward. And like I said, don't think you've tried it all. Maybe you can try a little different, something a little different. Maybe you can try a little harder. The fact of the matter is almost every single time when I go to someone's channel who says, I've tried it all, I'm doing everything you just mentioned, like in about 7 seconds, I've got a handful of things that are atrocious. So be objective and learn for what you can improve. It's going to be very exciting when you make that jump in the way you think. Okay, I see we are now getting some. Does paying for a video to become a YouTube advertisement draw more positive attention to one's channel? So the question is, does paying for YouTube ads help to draw attention to one's channel? Yes, absolutely. But what I found is most people that ask that question, people that are thinking about, hey, if I pay for ads, will that help grow my channel? The fact of the matter is there are a lot of other things that I would recommend that any YouTuber could do to dramatically improve their results. Like if your thumbnails are poor, hire a graphic designer and get some badass thumbnails. Get the skills again to be able to drive the results. Again, think about this. Typically I drive 3 to 4% clicks on my video. Yesterday or 2 or 3 days ago, I published a video that had 7% clicks. That's more than double the results. Why? Because I took the time to learn about thumbnail design. Another thing you could do instead of advertising, because quite honestly, most of the people asking this question, my answer is, I don't think you're ready. Again, here are some ways to spend your money. Your channel art is like the billboard to your channel. Pay a designer on $5 or $10 or $20 to come up with a great looking channel art to help you move forward. Hey, see you later, Josephine. Thanks for stopping by. Does showing my hairy chest get more views? I can tell you that it certainly has helped my channel drive those views. So give it a whirl. If you're a woman, I would say probably not. But then again, this is YouTube, and there's a lot of weird channels out there, so you never know. How do you keep audience retention? Really, really fantastic question. How can you keep viewers watching your video? The very best way to do that is to first start with the hook. Remember we talked about the hook? You guys, that's a little goofy, isn't it? That hairy chest. Hey, D, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you, D. Peace out on your YouTube success. It's been a joy to watch you, my friend. Daniel Battelle, your hooks. If anyone wants to know how to do a hook, Daniel Battelle, one-time coaching client, now works with TubeBuddy, totally dominating, does a really great job of applying all the stuff we talk about, going really far. Back to the question, audience retention. Number one, start with a compelling hook. Think about this. You can have a pretty lackluster video, but if the topic you're covering is of immediate interest to the viewing audience, let me give you a perfect example. I know we've got some gamers here. Have you ever been excited about a new game? Have you ever been excited to watch a reveal of a new game? And you start hearing this information about that new game, and the thing that will keep you watching is someone that's got some new information that has not been released. You don't need to have the greatest video if you're sharing something that the audience is immediately interested in. So again, this goes back to really targeting the audience you want to attract, getting really specific, and then thinking about the topics they're interested in. And when you do that, then people are going to be more likely to watch. The other thing is when you're editing, cut as much as you can out. Oftentimes, I'll film a 10-minute video, and at minutes 7 to 8, I'll be like, I'm not really clear here. Or I feel like I've talked too long about this point. It feels like I'm dragging a bit, and I will completely cut it out, even though the information was really good. Because you know what? What's interesting today about YouTube, even if you do how-to information, good information is not enough. We've got to be engaging. So be engaging, cut out what you can, and leverage the power of a topic, and your audience retention will do much better. And George says, harsh editing is your best buddy. TubeBuddy. Buddy. What just happened? I don't know. How long should a gaming video be? I would say 5 to 10 minutes is a really great spot. And what I would encourage you to do is pay attention to your retention, pay attention to the keywords, and focus on editing a good amount of videos as you're getting started. Because when you publish a lot of videos, it gives you a chance, number one, to focus on your delivery like we spoke about. Number two, it gives you a chance to learn more about your video editing, which we've been talking about. It gives you a chance to go through the entire process of uploading, optimizing a video for YouTube, which can be really, really helpful. So 5 to 10 minutes is a great place to start. And then when you have a handle on things, you'll have a better answer because your audience retention graphs will tell you how long your videos should be. We have a really great question. I love this one because here's a question that's based on doing some work. Doing a little bit of work, and once the work is done, every single video that you film in that location gets better. And it's about the backdrop. Think about that. You work on your backdrop, it improves, and then every single video you film in that environment is better because you took the time to make the improvement. Now, the individual says, I'm on an iPhone, I don't want to spend a ton of money. What can I do to move forward and create a backdrop that's pleasing? One of the things that I found is some of these lights that you see are really inexpensive. You can get colored lights on Amazon for $4 or $5 a pop. You get a couple of those, you throw them up in some corners, you get a few little lamp things, you get a little bit of lighting like Dee said, and all of a sudden the lighting completely changes the mood of your videos. Really powerful. Think about when you go to a concert and it's that opening moment. And it's not full on bright. It's usually a little dim. There's a kind of a dim light happening and you can see the smoke rolling. You know, we are visual creatures. So take the time to dial in your lighting and that will help you create the backdrop. And the other thing is it's cool to create something that's visually pleasing that's not based on a green screen. If you're using green screen, that's awesome. But being able to create, like people are like, holy smokes, I thought you had a green screen. I'm like, well, no, this is my workspace. And I just took the time to dial it in. So those are the things I would say to think about is lighting is important. And what you want to think about with lighting is there's the lighting to light you. And then there's the pretty lighting that happens back here to create that aesthetic that we strive for, that visual interest that immediately, wait for it, pops your video. Oh, this is a great one. I'd like to get your feedback real quick. Here's the question. We're going to reverse this. Is it okay to redo a video? Leave your comment down below and I'll start to share my idea. Again, the question for you, because we're turning the tables because I can, we got another 20 minutes. Is it okay to redo a video? Hey, Jay, good to see you. Daniel Battelle says yes. Andrew says yes. You know what I've done? I've created so many of the same darn videos that some people are like, you made the same video again. And this goes on to a whole nother conversation about the true audience that you want to focus on and so on. But the answer is, can you redo the video? Without question. In fact, what I would encourage you to do is to study your YouTube analytics. The more you look at your analytics, it takes 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes can change your channel destiny. You're going to get a feel for what works. You're going to get a feel for what is going to keep people watching. You're going to get a feel for what's a little bit more competitive. But if you can just get to that next level, you can drive so many more views. For me, that was YouTube algorithm. That was like a safe place. I drove a good amount of views. And all of a sudden, this last video, how to get views, much more competitive, but the results to my channel were tremendous. So what I do is I really focus on things like the algorithm, because my audience likes that, and I redo those videos, but I cover different subjects. Here's the best way to do this. I might make one video, and I might target the keyword phrase from our list of things we just talked about, right? I might target YouTube algorithm 2019, and then I might have a dash, why do videos blow up? And I might go through the process of why they blow up. I might publish another video targeting YouTube algorithm 2019, and then I might target watch time and go really deep into watch time. So you can always think about different subtopics, but you can continue to target the same keyword phrase. And furthermore, if you're thinking about making the actual same video, because what you're able to make today is so much better than what you made. I'm going this because like this is a couple years ago. This is a year ago, and it was cringy, right? There's no problem with that. Make that extra video. So the next question I absolutely love. Really great question. The question is, don't worry. Those bubbles were imported from France. They were those bubbles that became burps, rather. You dig? Really great question. If you were a new YouTuber and you had less than 1,000 subscribers, what would you do? And what would be your one priority? Well, honestly, I would really think about the 12 things I just shared. And I would work on those things religiously. And the one thing I would focus on is the number one thing that I shared. And that is success will be found in your next video. And I would look at that list of 12 things and I would say, my audio sucked. Ask D. Here's a little inside dirt about the Nimmin brothers. Okay, one time I did this collaboration with Mr. Nick Nimmin. You may have heard of him. He may make it here on YouTube. He seems to be doing fairly okay. Now, I sent off this footage to Nick, and I was just getting started, and my audio was really bad. You know what? And Nick told me later that my brother was like, damn, that audio was, that was some bad audio. And you know what makes Nick such an amazing human being is Nick said, you know what, he's really, really doing his best right now. And like what I'm able to do today is much better than what I was able to do a year and a half ago. So that's what I would suggest for you, is to keep making videos and just try to uncover what kind of sucks. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Don't hide because you're afraid to get started. Have the audacity to push forward. Have the tenacity to make it so. And when you approach YouTube in this way, you're going to do really, really fantastic. Success will be found in your next video. Besides you, who should I follow to grow on YouTube? The Nimmons, like I said. Nick Nimmin is here right now. Subscribe to him immediately. Did I say Nick? They both look the same. They're both, we all know they're the same person. You know, like I may be able to simmer down in my videos, but when I'm live. So subscribe to D. Subscribe to Daniel Battelle. Also is right here in this live stream. Subscribe to the TubeBuddy channel. Follow Roberto Blake. Follow Roberto Blake. Follow, like I said, Nick Nimmin, Daryl Eves, Tim Schmoyer. The thing you really want to focus on here on YouTube is to let go of those external things that sometimes we hope will help us, like that fancy software, or maybe getting a collab. Well, the thing is if you focus on your Sean Cannell, fantastic, Justin Brown, really great people, Brian G. Johnson, I'm not sure about that guy. Tony, really great to see you, my friend. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. When you focus on what you can do to make better videos, everything that you want will happen on its own. If you want to do collabs, you'll have people asking you to do collabs. When you focus on improving your own videos, you want to be able to do this on your own. It's the path less chosen. But when you make that your priority, when you make that the thing you chase down relentlessly, you will have amazing results. It always works. But the sad fact is most people, they don't continue long enough. They publish 20 videos. They don't understand why XYZ YouTuber has 5 times the views, and it's because XYZ gamer YouTuber has been publishing 5 to 6 times the amount of videos. The skills to drive the results that you're after. Is it bad to go from a gaming channel into something different like comedy or skits? It really depends on your individual channel. If you're just getting started, if you've got less than 1,000 subscribers, I would do your best not to worry about it too much and make the change. Make the change on the current channel, start a new channel. Doesn't matter. What does matter is you course forward and so on. If your channel has 5,000 subscribers, if you're driving all kinds of views, then the thing you want to think about is, it probably makes sense to maintain the integrity in the direction of the channel that is succeeding, and then you stick with that and you launch a new channel. But if you are less than 1,000 subscribers, if you are struggling for views, make the change. The thing you don't want to do is to continue Sonny Lenarduzzi. How is it that I didn't mention Sonny? Sonny is fantastic. I actually worked for Sonny for a period of time because she's awesome, like Linda said. Okay. Hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream. It's been great to share these ideas with you, to share some of the things that I focused on to really grow my channel. I'll be honest, some of the comments I get is like, my God, you shared that video before. It's like, oh, same thing. It's like, there's no magic bullet. There's no button that you can push to get the results that you're after. But what you can do is to focus on what is most important. You can learn what that is, and you can move forward and get great results. So I covered audience retention. How can I get more subs? The thing you want to do that most people don't do is to get really specific about your audience. Most YouTubers don't. Your audience is not how many views you get. Your audience is knowing that there are 10,000 or more viewers on YouTube that are really excited about getting healthy and being fit, and they're women over 40. That's Linda's demographic. Bodies After Babies. She's doing a great job. She's got a specific target audience, and it's so much easier to connect with those people. If you're a gamer, go specific. Be a gamer about shooting games like Fortnite or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or Apex Legends or whatever. The more you really focus on the audience and what they want to watch, the better your results will be. I've learned a couple of things from Nick Nimmin. Yeah, me too. I chat with Nick I chatted with Nick this morning and yesterday morning and Dee, and it's like so awesome to have a community of people peers that you can hang out with. If you don't have that, I would encourage you to do this. On Facebook, I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here. There's a pretty good group called the Tube Ritual group. It's very active. A lot of people are there. I'm in there. Daniel Battelle is in there. Feel free to stop by the Tube Ritual Facebook group and hang out and get to know some people, and join the TubeBuddy community forums as well. Okay, this is a good question. And I want to thank whoever asked the question about captioning. You know what? I'm kind of like the bad boy of YouTube. I'm just going to, share what I feel. Like, I really don't have a schedule, and that's supposed to be a thing. But my thing is if I publish a lot of videos pretty regularly and I focused on the most important things that I just shared, I'll have pretty good results, and it seems to be working. And one of the things that I really don't do is caption my videos. And the reason why is, can it help your videos to drive more views? Probably, maybe. But maybe it's 3%. You can find a video and the guy in the video will say 10%. But for me personally, I feel like if I can't succeed by just uploading a video, I can't succeed to where I want to go. Yes, captioning can help get your video ranked. Yes, there are some times when I think captioning is important. But if you're just getting started, your thumbnails need to be improved. Yeah, they do. You right there. I'm talking to you. They need to be improved, and I would encourage you to focus on your thumbnails before captioning. Now, here's what's up. Like, I'll make a video probably in 6 months about captioning because I want to cover all the bases, but they're not nearly as important as a thumbnail, as the title, as being topical, as being compelling, as improving on your delivery. Yeah, Marshall, you got to upgrade those thumbnails. Me too. I need to get to the next level of my thumbnail, and I'm going to keep on striving to get there. Seems to be working. I don't think I'm getting the most out of TubeBuddy. What are some tips for optimizing my older videos? The thing I would say is to be really specific about the target keywords you're selecting and do what you can to, guess what? What was it, like item number 10 or 11? Reduce the competition. That's what you want to do. Most YouTubers don't know how to do that. So what you can do is you can think about all the different ways to say the same thing. Mr. Fogg is here, right? He does costumes. So do I. I've made all kinds of money in the costume niche. Now, as an example, how many ways can you say buy a costume? All kinds of ways. There's buy a costume, purchase a costume, ordering a costume online. Here's another way. You can spell online O-N, a new word L-I-N-E, and you might be saying, well, that's wrong. Well, yeah, it might be wrong, but if 10,000 people are spelling it that way and it's easier to rank for, I'm spelling it wrong. Call me crazy, but I like the results. So the more you're able to think about how you can reduce the competition, the better off you'll be. And TubeBuddy and the keyword Explorer can help you do just that. Well, gang, we're starting to wrap up here. It is 3:55 Mountain Time. I'm in Colorado Springs. I've had a great time. If you've enjoyed the stream, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thanks for the stream. And let me know in the comments where you're from. And if you've got a question, just drop it right now and I'll answer. What is a good click-through rate? Anywhere between 2% and 10% is about average. What you want to do is measure each video and strive to improve its click-through rate. You really can't compare one video to another video because there are too many metrics at play. This one is about topic A, this one is about topic B. You don't want to do that. You want to strive to improve the metrics, the click-through rate of your videos. Los Angeles, thank you, says Playworth. You are welcome. Thanks from the UK, right on. England, Soap School, in the house. Later D. Nimmin says video call show. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by the TubeBuddy stream with me, Brian G. Johnson. If you'd like some more of what I share, if you'd like to learn more, what I would encourage you to do right now is to take a look at this crazy video. Do this. In the link of this description, right now, you'll find a link. It says something like, for more Brian G. Johnson, click here. Now go to my channel and watch the video that's on the screen. The reason you want to watch it is I talk about all kinds of ways to get really better results with your CTR, getting people to click on your thumbnail. And it's funny because I actually talk about the process of selecting this thumbnail. I share why I didn't choose this other one, and these are the results. Pretty good. 8,200 views in less than 48 hours, and you can do the same. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. You dig?